Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you game one of a huge four-game weekend set. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. Well, Siggy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
Pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here, and starting in this one, Lance McCullers Jr. What do you have on him, Chris?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Okay, all set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And that's downstairs. And that's how this series begins. And that's through there for a strike. And 1-1. And that chops in for a strike. In the dirt, it's 2-2. Left field. Paredes hauls it in, and there's one away. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals line. And a big factor for them in recent games, Jordan Walker.
And one of the most versatile players. He can bat anywhere in that order, and he can play anywhere on the field. Not just the outfield, the infield as well.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
One out, base is empty.
Aye.
Check swing, no appeal. That one down the line, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. And he walked him.
Ball four, that pitch is low.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So now it's Nolan Arenado. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. Ball one there. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time.
2 balls,
Donovan
no strike.
over at first with 1 away. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California. Runner on the move. That one fouled off, 2-2. Ground ball, left side. There's one. Over to a left opening inning-ending double play. No runs, no hits, no errors. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. here with my pal Siggy. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Michaelis. What do you have on here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
Line into left center, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Juan Soto.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
And there's a ball.
Counts 1-0.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out, as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Fouled off left side. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Lindor zipping around third. Now a long throw home. It's on the line. The run comes in, and it's 1-0.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with the hit in every game. I mean, he's running his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
And the batter now, David Wright. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on it even more.
And here it comes. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right side. New bar on the move. Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting for the center.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Grounder might be 2. There's 1 out, and that's 2. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Top of the second. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. Gorman goes 6'1", 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. McCullers winds fires, and now the count is even.
Boog, our man Darryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
Next to hit, Alec Burleson. And now it's even up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
changeup.
One ball, two strikes.
Gorman leads off second with nobody out. Outside low, and it's 2-2. McCullers, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. That one misses. Full count now.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And that one hops the wall. Tying run is in to score from second.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
And now here is Jordan Walker. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. His second of the year, it's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
And that drops in for a strike. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through that one, it's a strikeout.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He makes the grab, 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Michael Helm stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 out, space is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground, right side, Acuna. On to first. That ends the frame. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Nootbaar makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting 6, the right fielder.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Foul ball. Naylor with a homer in his last game. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Donovan snags it for the second out.
Batting 7, the left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Isaac Paredes up now for the Mets. And it goes just foul. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. Score holds. It's 3-1. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Oh, look at the stop. The throw, and it beats him. What a play. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Donovan. And that drops in for a strike. And that one a little below the knees. 1-1. Just missed. Swings through that one.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
Got him looking for the K. Knuckler just floated down into the zone for strike three.
Maybe a little bit of overthinking at the plate right there. You want to be patient with knuckleballers and not give into that pitch that's going to dart out of the zone at the very last moment. But that was about as hittable as knuckleballs could get, and he was frozen.
Paredes sizing this one up, and that is that. As we go to the last of the third, and now the catcher comes up to him. Ivan Herrera. Michaelis back to work. There's a strike. Michaelis, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. In the air out towards right center. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Stepping in, Luis Angel Acuna. Right through there for a strike. Acuna launched a homer in his most recent game.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Doubled his first time. Fouled off, he was late. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland. A guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Now a chance for Juan Soto. Nice stop. Here's one. Out to first, not in time. Great effort there.
You saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Flied to right his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Comes the run from third. It's an RBI single. They trail by one. It's 3-2.
Comes through with the RBI. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Carlos Beltran. And there's the strike. In the dirt, nothing happening on the bases though. 2 on, 2 outs. Not
1 ball,
close with that
2
one,
strikes.
and the count is 1-2. Swing and a broken bat roller towards third. Arenado to first in time. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And we're back onto the fourth. Now up for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman. Ripped to short. Lindor on to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. So up next, Alec Burleson doubled his first time up. Line drive.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's the center fielder, Jordan Walker. First pitch, and he just misses.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Check swing, and he went 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's
Ball,
a little bit low.
down.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they still lead at 3-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Alonso.
Hard hit to third. To first.
He's out.
1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. The Cards up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man at first with 1 gone. Now the left fielder, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher,
Ivan Herrera up now for the Mets. And ball 1.
That's a good pitch there.
1-0.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat, you drive back to the dugout.
And that'll do it. Mets strand 1, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sanker catches the zone at the knees. Pozo measures 6 feet even, 27 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And that's downstairs and outside. And that one's a little bit low. 2-1. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor. gets it to first.
Got him.
And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Good fade and sinking action to that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And up next for St. Louis, Lucan Baker. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-1's the count.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
On the ground, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. It's softly on the ground, left side. Toss to Alonso. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Michael Hellman.
Michael Hellman next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out his first time up. And downstairs.
Ball 1. Ah. 1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Offense held in check there. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Mets 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, set to get us started. Bottom 5, Luis Angel Acuna. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and so they end up with some speed on it first.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busted down the first baseline, beat the throw pretty easily. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Back to the top of the order now, and now it's Frankie Lindor. That one hooked foul. The 0-1. And that one clips the corner.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
High fly ball out towards left field. Going back. And it's off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Oh, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Both opportunity right here. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. His 14th of the year, and that's how they take the lead. It's 5-3. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at-bat. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had a sight set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Miles Michaelis out of the game. The new pitcher in the game, Ryan Fernandez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Right. In the box again, takes the strike.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Whips it across. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. Carlos Beltran up now for the Mets. That one ripped. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete.
2 down, bases empty. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Both 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across last half of inning number 5. In the air to left center. Donovan on the move. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now 5-3. You're dialed into the show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a tapper. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus.
Ball,
but
outside.
they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Throws to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Nolan Arenado. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. He swings and fouls one off. Oh, and 2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now
That's
one
a ball.
miss. To the right side, Acuna. The throw to first.
He's out.
And they get Arenado for the out. St. Louis goes down in order. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in for New York, Josh Naylor. Fernandez back to work. That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a cookie down the middle. And those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Isaac Paredes up now for the Mets. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Herrera in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Naylor at third. Paredes on at first with nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. Donovan has a beat on it. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly. It's 6-3.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. He's 2 for 2. Popped up. Gorman. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 3 for 3s, doubled twice and single. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle of the base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And he grounds one to the right side. Gorman whips it to first. They get the out on Soto. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 6 and the Cardinals 3. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Chop to the right side. Acuna tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Now it's the DH, Alec Burleson. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Ground ball, Alonso. And he handles it himself for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Walker in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The Redbirds trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go to Cardinals, and can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matthew Liberatore. He last pitched 2 days ago. And stepping in for New York, David Wright. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Walker on his way over. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. 0 for 3 in this one. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder,
Josh Naylor, the next to hit. Missing inside, 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base, get two, get out of this.
Line drive, base hit right field. Headed for the plate. The throw in, but it's offline.
He was all over that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Isaac Paredes digs in now. 1 for 3. Swing a high fly ball. Deep left field. That one back there. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 10-3. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. He'll typically want to pull a pitch at that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over.
New arm out of the bullpen, John King.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these guys...
Well, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he made it out front for the line drive knock.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Check swing, went around. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Pereira, the runner at second with 1 away. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. The throw in. Safe. It's now 11-3. 1 down. Here's Francisco Lindor. And that's a fair ball. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Now that's the designated hitter, Juan.
1 away, runners at first and third. And now Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they now lead by 9. First and second, 1 out. David Wright up now for the Mets. That's outside. Ball 1. Two on, 1 out. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Run is in. Cut off. Now a throw home. The tag.
Pretty close play at the plate right there. Always an exciting one, though. And a really nice job by the defense to cut him down. It's a pretty big blow to a team when you lose a potential run that was so close.
New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, JoJo Romero. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Carlos Beltran getting ready to hit. Strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Scorch to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He sends it out of here. Second home run of the inning for him. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 17-3.
They wasted no time in that at bat. Swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 away with nobody on. Josh Naylor now at the plate. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike one. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Digging in, Isaac Paredes. He's already homered here in this one. That one the other way. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But 2-round.
Well, this game isn't very close.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Darren O'Day.
Well, forget about spin rate. I mean, he's got that knuckleball that just floats up there and dances all over the place.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, the first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Lucan Baker. Oh, great stop. Off balance feet. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Hellman next up for the Cardinals. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. On a line, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis.
So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a high fly ball left field, pretty well struck. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. First pitch, not close. Romero goes 5 feet 11 inches, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. And it stays fair. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
Juan Soto.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Pereira around third. 1 run across. Runner holds at third. So just 1 across on the play. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jojo Romero done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet. As now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Kyle Leahy.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And the batter now, David Wright. That's towards center. Walker sizes this one up. drops into the glove. Runner tags for third. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they extend their lead.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Carlos Beltran up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. That clips the corner. Action in the pen down there. Tank Hence, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. And he hits a ground ball right side. And foul ball. Soto off the first with 2 away. Fights it off. You'll see another.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
And that's just foul. Swings and misses. Pozo on to first.
He's out.
Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. O'Day back to work. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that one missing low. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, left fielder
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And there's a ball. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Swing and a chopper out to short, and it's through for a hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Wastes no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's Nolan Gorman, and that drops in for a strike. Bases juiced, no outs. And a strike on the outside edge. Good job to fight that one off. Just missing there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Swings and misses. Struck him out. So now the DH spot, Alec Burleson. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Newtbar, the runner at third. Donovan on second. Arenado at first. One gone. Check swing, called strike. Well struck left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Run comes in from second. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. Here comes the skipper.
Pitching for the Mets, number 71, Josh Hader.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Hit hard on the ground is short. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2.
The catcher, number 55, Yoel.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here's the catcher, Yoel Pozo. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Liner, and this could be trouble. Coming home. He'll score. Lugan Baker next up for the Cardinals. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
That was really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it clear.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this club that no one wants to be the player that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways, each player, every day they come to the ballpark, how can I help us win today? And this is a great feeling. It's like being in the playoffs. When individual statistics don't matter, it's all about the team W.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.